Welcome to Inspiring Insurance. Our goal is to provide value to the insurance industry through real-life experiences from insurance professionals who have walked the walk. You can expect to hear story sharing, top tips, and practical advice to help you grow and succeed in your career. We hope you enjoy this episode's guest.
Welcome back to Inspiring Insurance. Today I am joined by Kellie Darcy. Kellie's been in the industry for about 18 years. Her business, Australian Elite Insurance Solutions, has just celebrated their 10-year anniversary. So congratulations, Kellie, and thanks so much.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
That's okay. Thanks for being in the hot seat. So would love to have you share your story with us, the journey of your career of 18 years in the industry. Why don't we go back to where it all started? How did you fall into the industry, as most people do?
No, it's funny that most people just fall into it. Same thing happened with me. So I was working as an area manager for a commercial cleaning company for the north side of Brisbane, and I was absolutely hating life. I was hating my job. I just wanted to get out of that industry. So I decided to approach a recruitment agency. And I just said to them, look, I'm looking for a job that's 9 to 5, office-based, not so hard on the body as, cleaning is. And then they gave me, I had an interview for a local brokerage in Lutwyche, and I went, and it was just for a receptionist job. That was perfect for me. That's all I was really looking for. And I went for the interview. And as funny as this is going to sound, I had no idea what general insurance was. I went for the interview, and then that night I went home and jumped on Google and searched, general insurance, and just discovered more about it. I thought, oh, this will be okay if I get this job. And yeah, the next day they called me up and I was given the job. And just from the get-go, I think it was, I loved helping people. So I just loved it from the start. So I started off as like domestic broker and then worked my way up into commercial broker. And then around 2015, decided that, I was ready to go out on my own. Here we are 10 years later, 2015, 2025. And yeah, I've just hit my anniversary, which is, a huge accomplishment for me. So yeah. It's exciting.
Yeah, amazing. Oh, that's so great. And it's so great to hit that 10-year milestone. That's really, really exciting for you. What's something that you've learned from early back on in your career? So you started in receptionist. What's a piece of valuable advice given when you were an entry-level insurance professional into the industry that resonates with you still to this day?
I think it's really just the building, like back when I started the industry, I didn't realize how important it was to build relationships, not just with the clients, but with the underwriters as well. Mm-hmm. And I think that, that's not something that I sort of understood back then, but I feel like, building those relationships with the underwriters, it just helps you to get a better understanding of, the product. They're always there if you're not sure on something. Like I've got a ton of underwriters I can call if I'm just not sure on something, and they'll help me through that. So I think, definitely relationship building is key when you're first starting out, for sure.
Sure. And do you have any tips or tricks or how someone new to the industry might go around building and maintaining long-lasting relationships?
Well, I think honestly, the industry needs more like training programs, the NEBA mentorship program, and like peer support groups. That gives someone definitely more experience around relationship building and things like that. And I think more businesses really need to have a think about adopting new programs within their business to help. Some people don't like getting out there and talking with other people, they get nervous and things like that. So I think, building on that sort of experience and providing those sort of programs within a business, I think would definitely help newcomers coming into the industry.
Yeah, sure. Great. And for someone who, might be a little bit introverted and is, maybe a little bit hesitant to put themselves out there and build relationships with people they've never spoken with before, any advice to someone who might be in that sort of area?
Well, many businesses do have senior brokers, and when I was first starting out, I was like, my ears would prick every time they were on the phone. You could hear them in the other room, and I think listening to the senior brokers within the brokerage definitely helped me heaps. I was a huge introvert, and not many people would actually think that, but I actually was. And I feel like this industry has made me, I wouldn't say I'm extroverted, but I would say that I've come out of my shell a lot more than what I was when I first started out. So I think even going along to PD days and things like that with the senior brokers, because they know a lot of people in the industry, they can help you get through those times where you're a little bit nervous about speaking with people. So yeah, just listen to the conversations the senior brokers without looking like you're peering in or or anything like that. But yeah, definitely listen and listen to how they speak and how they liaise with the underwriters on the phone. It definitely help you heaps.
Yeah, sure. That's definitely true. I think it's also really important if you are someone who's maybe not so comfortable with putting yourself out there and you are quite introverted, is just making sure you take time for yourself. Because I know for me, like, I'm very introverted, and me and what I do day in, day out means putting myself in front of lots of people all day long. And I usually go home and I say to my wife, sometimes I'm like, I've just, I've had a really busy day. I just need some time to myself for the next half an hour.
Yeah.
So fell into my little bowl and recharge.
I think everybody has those types of days, Nathan. I think it doesn't matter if you're introverted or extroverted. I think everybody has those type of days where you just need like a timeout and quiet time. Yeah, definitely. I'm hearing you on that one.
Yeah, for sure. So you joined as a receptionist, you moved into domestic broking, moved into commercial broking, and at what point did you think to yourself, I'm gonna go out on my own, I'm gonna have a crack at this?
I think it was, well, honestly, at the time that I did go out on my own, I don't think I was completely ready, but I thought, you know what, if I don't do this now, like this is in 2015, then I thought to myself, I'm never ever going to do it. So I think, there's a lot of things within my business that, I've implemented that working for a corporate brokerage, you couldn't really do a lot of changes and things the way you wanted to do things, like marketing wise, for instance. And I just thought, I kept thinking in my head, I know that there's a better way. I just wish I could do it the better way. And I think that was that was probably 30% of the reason why it drove me to, start my own business and as an AR. The other 70% would be just, I always knew that I would be working for myself at some stage. So I definitely was ready. My husband, those first 2-3 years of going out on my own were tough because I started from scratch, no clients. And so he helped support us and me and the family through those times. So yeah, that support really, if I didn't have his support through that time, I probably wouldn't be where I am today. So I have him to thank for that.
Yeah, that's so important. I completely agree with you there. I'm kind of going through a similar situation. We're 6 months in this business now, and I say to my wife all the time, like, thank God you're here. You kind of hold this family together.
I know, definitely. Yeah, you need that support, that other half, to help you through that time. And and as I said, probably around the second year, I would say, was where I really started to see like the momentum. And I was like, okay, this is good. I'm doing the right thing. Everything's going, upwards. And so I knew after the second, third year, I knew I had definitely done the right thing. But the first 12 months, 18 months, I questioned myself tons. I was like, oh my God, am I doing the right thing? And just always got to back yourself 100%. So if you can't back yourself 100%, then you shouldn't be doing what you're doing. So
for sure. And the imposter syndrome, from what I hear, never goes away. There's always going to be that as well. So.
Oh, absolutely. That never disappears. Even after 10 years, I've still got it. So
what's something that what's an obstacle that you had to overcome early on as a business owner? So think of someone who might be, thinking about moving into an AR model. What's a challenge that you overcome, and how did you get through that?
I think it would be getting out of the mindset of teaching the client that it's not always about the price tag. I mean, I get approached by a lot of clients, and they're just looking to save $1, but to explain to them and make them understand that it's not always about that dollar figure. They need to make sure that they've got the protection in place, and that the policy that we're managing for them is going to respond at the time of an event. So I think at the start I had to physically change my mindset around, I'm there to make sure my client's protected, and not just save $1 here and there for them. And then for me to be able to teach myself that, and then I'm at a point now where I'm, I've got the experience now to teach my client that. So I think that is a huge obstacle, definitely, at the beginning.
Sure. And how do you, how do you tackle that conversation?
You just need to really just, make your clients understand that it's their livelihoods that you're protecting, that you're not just there just to save a few dollars. Provide them with claim examples. I've found a lot of clients have really understood. So a lot of clients, they get told a lot of insurance jargon and they just don't understand what it means. So if you can show them real life scenarios for their specific industry, it helps them to understand it a lot better. And then they sort of, you can see the light bulb going off in their head, and they go, oh, okay, yeah, I definitely know why you're saying this, why I need this cover. So give them the examples. Speak for themselves.
Hit them with the horror stories, all those sorts of things.
It's exactly right.
What's one of the most interesting sort of claims that you ever come across? Do you have any interesting stories that we can pick your brain about?
Well, I do have one many years ago where the insurer declined the claim straight up, and they declined it due to maintenance issues. And it turned out that they said, look, there was a maintenance issue. So what I had done for my client is I said to them, and they were just trying to say that the maintenance was due to pre-existing damage that was there before. And so, and it was a water leak, a flow water leak in a bathroom. And I just said to my client, because they'd owned the property for about 3 or 4 years, I think, at that time. And I said to the client, I said, if you've got a copy of the pre-inspection report that you had the builder do, can you send that through to me? And they sent it through, and there was nowhere on there that the floorboards were damaged. There was none of that. So we sent that off to them. And I mean, this was a $60,000 loss that the client was suffering. We sent that over to see, I won't even say who it was, but I nearly just slipped it. We sent that over to the underwriter, and then they, long story short, we reviewed it. There was a few emails back and forth, and they ended up reversing the decision, and the client's $60,000 loss got paid out. So that's another example too, where a broker you can really benefit from having an insurance broker. If that was a direct market insurer and the client was just, I mean, they would have just had to take that on the chin, and that that's where it would have ended. But having that broker there fighting for the client is very important.
For sure. And aside from I guess being able to think outside the box and how you might be able to get a claim paid out or progressed for a client, what's another example of why it's so important to advocate for your clients?
It's definitely important to advocate, because not only are they paying you to do a job for them, it helps them sleep at night knowing they've got someone in their corner. They've got someone that's going to be on their side when they're going up against an insurance company. And I think that is absolutely important. And I think that's why I love the job so much, because it comes back to that I love helping people. And just knowing that, I've helped my client, I've saved them from this loss, they've been paid out, and everybody's happy. Well, maybe not the insurance company, but my client was happy, and that's the main thing that I worry about. So yeah.
Yeah, amazing. You've obviously had a very successful 10 years running your own business. I see your name come up for lots of awards all the time. Really exciting.
Yeah.
Can you talk us through, I guess, what the most recent award was that you won?
So that was the Elite Women's Award 2025. So yeah, I was super pumped to even be in that same category as some of those women in that category. So I was so excited. And yeah, that was the 2025 Elite Women. I think it was across Australia and Asia, I think, from memory. So yeah, that was really exciting. And the one before that was 2023 Top Insurance Broker Award. And yeah, when I get those types of awards, it really I don't give myself a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? You've done a great job, Kelly, you beauty. Like I'm not like that. And to get those acknowledgements, it really makes you feel good and it helps you to realize that you're definitely doing the right job. You've got clients that are putting you up for awards like this. So yeah.
Yeah, amazing. So is the Elite Women's Award, is that nominated by your clients?
I think that was an industry nomination. So I think that was definitely an industry nomination. I'm not sure on that one. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's all right. Is there anything that you think that you do which could be quite a value add that has contributed to you winning awards?
I honestly don't know, Nathan. Like I can't really answer that. I don't know if there's anything that I'm doing any different to the next broker. I think the main and I was actually asked this question on one of the awards, and I think the main and I'm sure other brokers are doing this as well, but just keeping the client well communicated, like through a claim progress especially. And keeping them updated. I think that's super important than just leaving them. And when I say updated, I don't mean by just flicking through an email. Get on the phone, have a chat to them, and give them an update on how their claim's going. And I think the communication, as long as you can keep that communication going with a client, it helps to retain clients. And my retention rate is quite high. I don't lose a client a lot. The only time I really feel like I lose a client is when they've sold or they're going into retirement. So and I think that comes back to my communication style. Definitely keeping them updated. And renewals, I get in touch with my clients 4-5 weeks before and start the review and requoting and give them. And at renewal, I also show them what I've done for them, the quotes I've obtained, including the premiums. So they can see I'm doing my job. And I think that's what's helped a lot for me winning these awards and retaining those clients.
Yeah, so just going back to that high level of service across the board.
That's exactly right. 100%. Yeah. A high level of service. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So insurance broking is a very busy role. Like you've got a lot of plates that you're juggling all at the same time. How do you balance your time? How do you keep on top of everything?
Work until midnight? No. No, well, yeah, it's really hard. I mean, I've got a family as well that I've got to look after too. I think just making sure you block out, like I actually work off 2 calendars, and just making sure that you block out that time for work and then family time and then me time. That's what I sort of have me time. My me times are on Fridays most weeks, if I have time. But so I think the time management you need to be managing that calendar well, to be able to manage those You know, we've got, as a business owner, you've got marketing, you've got accounting. I mean, I do have help with some of them. Yeah, I think, just making sure you've got time blocked out for each of those different activities that you need to do. So, yeah.
Yeah, so important. And for anyone that's new joining the industry, what's something that you've learned across your career which you wish someone had told you at the beginning?
I think that really comes back to what I was saying before, the relationship, building those relationships. I didn't do that at the beginning, and I wish that is something that I had been told that I need to work on at the beginning. But then that comes a lot back to me being introverted when I first started. Like, I didn't want to speak to anyone. I was scared to get on the phone. The building of the relationships and the underwriters is definitely important at the start, for sure. And anyone, and as I said, just listen to those senior brokers in the office, because you can learn so much from them.
Yeah, super important.
Yeah.
Well, Kellie, thank you so much for being a guest on our little episode series today. I think there's definitely some values there. I'm really excited for you. 10 years in business. Congratulations again.
Thank you. Thanks, Nathan.
So welcome. Well, lovely to chat with you. And looking forward to seeing how 2025 kicks off for you.
Thank you. Thanks, Nathan.